Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to the video. This is Monday morning or Monday afternoon in Boston. Real quick, passing the MFA. See that nice juicy baby head? I wonder if it's open. It probably is, but you got to wear a mask if you go inside or something like that. Anyway, so it's good to be back in Boston. It's good to be back doing these vlogs. And I got into Boston on Friday, so I didn't have a lot of time to be starting a lot of stuff. I landed in the morning, but still, I was just kind of getting all my clothes unpacked, and a couple plants in my apartment had died because I hadn't been here for several months. So first thing I did was I went and I bought some plants because I like nature and I like oxygen in my apartment. Um, Really makes a huge difference. I think I've said it in other vlogs, but it makes a huge difference living by yourself, especially in a small space. If you just put a couple plants in there, you're much, uh, your breathing quality is much better. So now I'm on my way to Brookline, going to Neta, to pick up some marijuana because it's legal here. Um, but no, no, no. So I'll probably cut that out. But so I'm on my way to Brookline, but today was Monday, so I started getting some things done in terms of the modeling. Um, I booked my appointment with one of the modeling agencies for Wednesday, and then I went in person to the other one. I'm not naming them obviously because I don't want to draw unnecessary attention until if I get signed, perhaps maybe I'll, you know, uh, release more information about them. But I think they have their own policies on what they want. Anyway, it's very hard to do business now during the virus because you can't even go. Like, if you want to just go in and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, I just want you to know, like, I sent you an email, or I made an appointment. I just want to follow up with you and everything. Because of the virus, people are just like, like, don't come into my office, and it's very unfortunate. It creates an aura and just like a general sort of, you know, you're very skeptical of other people, which is probably the thing that I hate most about all this is just the human to human relationship and interaction. Not everybody, but you every so often you can tell there's one person out there that just for some reason thinks that everybody else has it, and for some reason they don't. So it's just like, it's kind of funny to me as if like they don't think other people see them in in that regard. You know what I mean? Anyway, so did some good business with the modeling agencies, got some stuff in the works. Trying to think about what I'm going to do for my lease here, because with all the stuff that's going on, I want to make sure that I can afford to live in this city and also have some money to do what I want. And if everything is closed down with the virus, you can't go to bars and you can't do some of the things that you want to do. But at the end of the day, this is my home, so I don't really think that will be changing too much. But yeah. So uh, what else? I might be going to Europe until honestly, I almost feel like I want to vote because this obviously is a very important election coming up. We're not going to get too political, but I want to vote, and then I almost kind of want to just like go somewhere else, maybe to Europe or South America or somewhere where there's not as much pressure um, on the country in regard to the virus and the election. I feel like the two are definitely intertwined. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that's a fact, but I'm not saying that the virus is because of the election. Absolutely not. Don't mistake me. All I'm saying is that the two are absolutely intertwined. So it would be nice to be able to vote and then kind of do my part as an American and then go live somewhere else just until things kind of cool down, because it's my estimation that once the election is over, we'll see everything kind of start to get back to normal. But that's just an estimation, so we don't know. Um, they fenced off my little park, as you can see. This is where the duckies are. There's some duckies or geese. Normally, I don't remember that fence being hit there. It's actually been kind of crazy. Like, you come back, you leave a city. Hold on. you leave a city for only about, let's see, I left like mid-March, and then you come back and everything's so different. Like, especially because of the COVID, like there's so many barriers and stuff that have been like erected and whatnot, but overall it's still summer in Boston and it's a great place to be. But I've been watching a lot of classical videos on YouTube, classical YouTube videos like Two Set Violin. I watched their channel a lot when I was back home in DC. And now that I'm back in Boston, I'm surrounded by so much amazing musical schools and talent and things like that. I'm thinking about maybe I'll buy the violin because I already play the guitar, as you guys know. And I only gave you guys a little sample of that, by the way. I can play a lot more than what uh, I had shown and kind of just jamming out in Guitar Center. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to kind of learn how to play the violin. Why? I don't know. Is it going to take a lot of time to get good? Yes. Do I have that much time to practice and get good? Probably not. But I still just kind of want to do it. I don't know. I get these urges. I'm the kind of person who like, I, and I'm the kind of person, right, where I'll get on like a track or like a hobby or something, and I'll go fucking hard on it for about a year, and then all of a sudden I get to that point where you have to decide, all right, well, how good do I want to get with this particular activity or hobby? And that's that point where you really have to start investing more time. And with guitar, I have gone past that threshold, but there's still a lot of other hobbies. You can't do it with everything. If you just pick up every single thing, every single hobby, you won't be able to ever truly excel at one thing. So you have to pick some things. But with the rest, you can kind of just go and expand your repertoire of different skill sets that you have, which is pretty cool. And violin is kind of another instrument that has been very interesting to me, especially watching all these YouTube channels like Two Set Violin, like I was saying before, and how they talk about the music, and it fascinates me a lot because um, just the way they'll listen to a piece or they'll listen to somebody play, and then they'll listen to another person play the same piece, and you can see with their reactions that they're reacting completely different. They're like, oh my god, did you notice that thing? Like, and I noticed like I can't hear the difference at all. I mean, obviously because I haven't been playing violin since I was like 2 or 3 or however young they started, but like that really fascinates me, and that makes me want to learn so I can develop an ear for the difference in music, because I already have that with guitar, and it's a really awesome thing. Like before I started playing guitar, I didn't have that sort of, do a little switcheroo here. I didn't have the ear for it. Like I would hear different electric guitars like a Gibson or Strat, and I just feel, all right, well, that's cool. I mean, it sounds basically the same to me. Guitar is electric guitar. I mean, I could tell the difference between metal and whatever, but now, like if I hear like an ES or a more like a jazz guitar with an open body that's still electric, you can really hear the difference. And in fact, excuse me, I just had a big lunch, so I'm walking. Samurai Guitarist had a really good video where he went to Guitar Center and he sampled like all these different guitars. And if you really want to be able to hear the difference to a lot of different instruments, I can maybe link that video in the description and show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. But anyway, we're back in Boston right now. We're passing. I think it's an all-girls school. Emmanuel is not all girls. This is Emmanuel College, but there's also like an all-girls university, uh, pretty close to here. You can't. The trees are covering up like kind of like the old sort of Oxford style architecture of the school, but maybe you can see it now. I don't know. You can see the end of it. Yeah, but yeah, there's a girls' university over there. So I just figured I'd turn on the vlog, take you guys along for my walk to Brookline. I can't tell you how many times I've walked this same path, and during the summer like this, when it's so hot, It's just like, why would I wear a shirt? I'm just gonna get totally sweaty and it's gonna suck, and then my shirt's gonna be all sweaty, as opposed to, getting a little bit of a tan and, you know, get a little bit of a sweat going. Nothing's better. You know what's really important? It's not just so much working out or lifting weights, but sweating. Like, you need to sweat. Sweat, just, if you sweat, you're getting all this gross shit, whether you've smoked cigarettes or you've been drinking beer or whatever the hell you've been doing. When you sweat, you get that shit out of your body. But then you gotta drink water or Gatorade after it to kind of refuel. But it's like you can go to the gym and work out, but if you don't really sweat, it's not really quite the same. So sweating is super important, and there's nothing better than when you finally lay down to go to sleep and you know you've gotten a really good sweat in. You just feel like you've got all these toxins out of your body. Oh, okay, I think we can walk here now. Hold on, I'm trying to navigate traffic and do a vlog at the same time. It's not easy. So over there is where the REI is, and that's where I've been buying a lot of my stuff. While I've been in Boston. There's this big building you see. That's right by the movie theater. And one time well, let's just say I was extremely fascinated by an ice skating show that they put on right over there. 401 Park, I guess, is the name of that building. And it's like a really cool old building that's been in Boston for a while. And the inside has been totally redone in this like really cool kind of like Brooklyn, like New York hipster way. Maybe I'll take you guys in there when I put my shirt back on, and I'll show you kind of the food court and everything that's been going on over there.